Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're back over on the test server, and finally today on the test server, we did get the update for the Halloween. So Halloween items are here. I want to go ahead and run through this. Now it is going to be a few more days before we see this up on the global server, but we know the first off with the Haunting Masquerade, we do have the new skins. So in here we do have the Mad Hatter Nara. If you have not checked out these skins, this is the skin that we are going to get for free out of the event that we're going to look at in just a minute. And the second one is Mortis. Now, when we look at this skin, the Raven Eclipse, this is just, in my opinion, probably the best skin that we've ever seen. The smile on his face, the overall build. This one, of course, is purchase only, but he looks very, very, very scary, very wicked, very kind of freaky in there. So let's look at the Noctis Interium. Now, this is one, of course, that we've seen before, and I believe we also do have the pumpkin decorating. So again, you can see some scary faces that are familiar. We have Hippo, we have Peggy, and of course, this is going to be based on Peggy turned someone into a pumpkin, it looked like. So we have the crafting workshop, and I'm just going to kind of run through this from this top right. So right in here, we do have the regular, and look at that, they gave us draconic scrolls. I am all about that. That is awesome to see. And then we do have a few more down here, as well as a couple chests. We see some time emblems in here. We also do have, there is the skin. So once you go through and you complete this, you're going to have access to get that skin for Nara. Now, unfortunately, a lot of players at this point do not use Nara for anything, but overall, I still do like the skin. Now, Crafting Workshop, this I believe is going to be the pumpkins. If you remember, when there are pumpkin requests, this is where we're going to build them. Now, when we go to the gallery, again, you can see some of the players that have already built the pumpkins, but usually there are very specific pumpkins that do need to be built. And based on the design of the pumpkin itself, you're going to get a score. Now, I'm not sure if this is where, there we go. So my work is in the gallery. There we go. We can move them. We can do a lot of different things. Then we go into the fantasy hut. This is where we are going to get all of the things. And I love the NPC right here. This is the one that we see with the event that just passed with the magicians. And I forget his name overall, but this gives you cards. So right here are the cards, the jack-o'-lantern accessory cards. And you'll see right here, these are the jack-o'-lantern items that you get. These are the eyes and the mouth. Now, as we go through the decorating kit here, this is all, or the additional pretty much for everything you get. So you do get keys out of here. To get the keys, you'll notice right here, Pumpkin Siege, the daily quest chest, and of course the Crafting Workshop gallery to get the keys. The keys are going to unlock all the accessories, and those accessories are going to be dependent in allowing you to build and make all of the pumpkins that you get through the regular requests, which the Pumpkin Siege, I'm sure this is probably the build in here. So we have a training, we have a challenge. So pull the pumpkin into the allied side of the battlefield to light up the jack-o'-lantern. Let's see what this looks like, guys. This might be something new. So during the event, we'll have special rewards. During the first days of the event, one theme challenge will be unlocked each day. So we're going to get 8 different theme challenge. The challenges include a training stage and a challenge stage. Complete the training stage to unlock the challenge stage, theme challenges, and then within the challenge stage of theme challenge, there are various star objectives. So let's go ahead and train this. Everyone come and try the new game they prepared for the festival. What game is it? Let's check it out. It's not going to be hard. All right, so what do we got? Pull the pumpkin into the allied side of the battlefield to gradually light up the jack-o'-lantern. Well, Nara is going to be pretty easy, and this is a dimensional here. We also do have the 5 pull in there with Iran. I don't know if we want anyone else because so we only got 2. All right, so let's pull this guy right over. And I'm assuming this is going to be it because Nara is going to do it. Keeping them, again, based in here. So there we go. So the jack-o'-lantern's lit up, and that challenge event is done. So we did pull the pumpkin over there. Now the challenge event will start. Let's go ahead and see what we got in this one. So pull the pumpkin to the allied side, light up the jack-o'-lantern within 60, 50, 40 seconds. So we're going to have 40 seconds to do this. Again, it's going to be kind of Nara. And I'm thinking that I don't want Thalia to stun the beast or the pumpkin. And I don't want any of the knockback that we have in here. There we go. We can only have 2. Let's go ahead and do the same. I'm assuming this is going to work just as we seen it. Boom, pulling through. So there's our 1. Now it's slowly moving to the allied side. So Nara will pull it back in. So again, Nara is going to be the main one about this. And it looks like it's on auto. So unfortunately, we cannot. Maybe this is going to crowd control it. There we go. So we'll keep it on this side. These 2 heroes make a big difference in here. Pumpkin is almost full at this point. little bit more, and I feel like we did this in 30 seconds. That should be all 3 stars that we achieved in here. There we go. So we got all 3 stars in there. Now let's see what our reward is. We do get a key. We get red chest and Stargazer scrolls. That is a pretty good overall pull. That, of course, this is kind of like day 1, I'm assuming, because right here would be 2, 3, so on and so forth. So I'm not sure. We might not have the pumpkins that we're building out of here. Now, of course, Halloween Harvest. We have some bosses that are coming up, and you can get candy. Traditional and simple packed candy for Hawthorne deities if it evokes happy childhood memories. What is in the shop? So we can accumulate candy. Wow, guys, they are adding a lot to this. I am happy. There is our red chest. There are the baits. We get Stargazer scrolls in here. And as you can see, there are a lot of different types of candy. We're going to have to figure out, because I think these are pumpkin decorations over here. So we're going to have and be able to get a lot of resources out of here. During the 14-day event, you can exchange for candy for various rewards. You can earn tons of candy from the Halloween Harvest, challenging different bosses. After the event, excessive candy will be recalled to the system. Let's see what this looks like. So here is Gorvo. And I know on the test server, we are not going to have the ideal heroes that we're looking for to maximize, because, of course, Gorvo is going to do some crowd control. Gorvo, of course, does have the crowd control. Let's put our new beast out of here. Let's do some healing. Where are some tanks that we could get and pull this together? We'll drop both these tanks in here. There we go. Of course, we don't use, oh, very nice. No, none of the collections in there. So let's see. Now, I didn't look at Gorvo's buff. What was Gorvo buffing out of here? We got the in-range timer. We know he's going to bounce around like a Ninja Turtle, but we want to maximize our damage. And there we go. It gave us a pumpkin buff right there. Now, we don't have Lyos, but we do have Marcel in here, and she has a plus 40 signature item. So she is built up quite a bit. I felt like Oden would kind of lock this hero down as well. All right, so what do we score in here? 280 candies off the bat. So Marcel, yeah, 4 billion. We're going to have to maximize and see what teams we can get in here. But of course, that is going to allow us with that. I mean, we could get some baits out of here. This seems like it's going to be relatively cheap to get some things out of the Halloween Harvest. Now, custom requests. Oh, this is going to be the same one. So we're going to get rewards out of here too. Wow, guys, that is awesome. Complete set of facial features. So let's go ahead and drop both those on there. That should give us 2 stars. Make the eyes look a bit more speechless. That's the only set of eyes we got. So we're going to have to see what is going to be the request for this. So we have a crazy amount of stuff here that is in here itself. So we're going to have to get some of those keys. The keys, of course, are going to allow us maybe to draw an eye, which I think that's a mouth, but being able to draw an eye. So we're going to have to make sure the custom request. Then, of course, we have the skins themselves. So there is a lot to do within this event itself, guys. I am thoroughly impressed with the amount of stuff we have in here. Well, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.